in 5, 4, 3. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm SM Sith Lord. This is the bi-weekly build stream. I've been building Somnium web worlds recently. So today I'm going to continue to do that, but with a different kind of spin on it. Instead of importing 3D models from Sketchfab or something like that, like I was doing in previous streams, I'm going to VR sculpt my own world and export it into the Somnium Web Worlds SDK, so people will be able to visit it in their web browser and even go into VR mode in the web browser. But the cool thing is I'm going to make it in VR itself. So the workflow for that is I'm using Adobe Substance 3D Modeler beta here to do the 3D modeling and the vertex painting. Also the model hierarchy and stuff like that is being handled in here through the layers. So whenever I make a new layer, that's going to be a separate object in the model hierarchy. That's going to become really important when I get to the part where I'm painting things and trying to avoid issues where the coloring kind of bleeds from one vertex to the other, because I'm going to be vertex painting this model after I make it. So it's actually going to be a series of models that I'm making. But I'm going to be VR sculpting them all, exporting them into the Play Canvas Somnium Web Worlds SDK, just drag and dropping the FBXs that I export from here into there, positioning them and then testing in there, not in VR mode, just regular mode, because most of today is going to be sculpting this thing, and then building the world around it, or positioning everything will come next time. So let me jump into modeling here. Before I jump in, this is kind of like a continuation of what I was doing last stream. Last stream, I ended up with this kind of stage here, but it just didn't look too good because I did the whole sketch in like an hour. So I'm going to take my time to do a good sketch today, right now, and I already started it. This is why the file is called Take 2, and let's follow through on it. Okay, so I'm in here in VR. This is the Substance 3D Modeler. I created my thing that, can you see what I'm working with here? Yeah, you can. Okay, and the mic's good. Yeah, we're all good. I gotta manage 2 cords too, so I can't spin around in circles as much as I usually do. Whoa! So I created this between last stream and this stream is like my Redux version. The cool thing about this compared to the one that I threw together last time is, oops. There we go. The layers. So I have different layers, like these layers here. These are like where I'm going to be putting images. After I import this into the Web Worlds SDK, I'll be putting images on top of these things. This one here, this one I'm going to be, I must have some kind of axis restriction on there. That is nice. This one is going to be glowing, kind of like a neon if you're using the regular Somnium builder. And then this one is just going to be regular walls, and that accounts for the whole stage area so far. The thing is, so we're going to be standing down here, and we're going to need some detail. Yeah, so we got the neons going, the stage is up there, probably even a little bigger. What is the rest of this area going to look like? And for this part, I'm actually going to model out like modular pieces. Like I'm going to model one barricade like they have at concerts, and then from there I'll just instance it in the Somnium Web Worlds SDK in the Play Canvas editor, so you can do instanced rendering and all kinds of good stuff. So here I think I'm going to start with making this barricade. First things first, I need to know how big a person is. So let's go and we'll create a new layer. I'm not going to go into too much detail about using the app here. It's a pretty cool app. There's a lot of VR sculpting apps that are similar to it. So when you see the techniques used in this one, you can kind of carry them over and use them in other apps. I'm looking for a pill shape. I'm going to make my pill orange, and this is going to be my capsule that reminds me how big a player is. I want an axis restriction here, so I'm going to actually go in there. There, now my thing is snap into angles. Hold on. Is that big? Yeah, I think that's good because you can stand here and you can see up on the stage. Okay. Maybe like that. So, oops. Let me make sure that I'm single stamping instead of drawing. Okay, now I'm actually done with that layer. But when I get big, the people are that big. Now I don't need to make the thing huge to know how big to make my my rail here. So let's start making my rail. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to use a cube this time. And so there's a few ways to sculpt. You can do something like this where you start with a blob and then you use subtraction to give it like eyes and then a mouth. And then it's like, okay, I want to give it some hair. Okay, so here, let's give it some hair. There's some hair. Give them some ears, and it's like, well, that's not how I want my ears. I want my ears to be kind of like that. So you can do that kind of sculpting. I'm actually doing, I want rigid shapes though. So instead of freehanding this with the cool freehand tools that you can do in these kind of apps, I'm mostly, let me undo all that. I'm mostly going to be spawning single stamps of primitives that I resize around like how I built the stage there. Mostly. And I might go in there and dig it out and add a whole lot of detail in the end. But to get the structure down, it's going to be mostly blocked out. And then I might go in and like carve designs into the wall or any other kind of crazy details depending on how optimized I am after I get it into the level editor and see how good it looks. Well, let's put on this here. We are building a rail. Now this rail is going to have a base that is not a cube. It's going to be cooler than a cube. It's going to be a pentagon. Okay. No, it's going to be a cylinder. No, it's going to be a cube. It's already snapped. That's the size of a person. So my barricade will be about from there. Okay. Maybe a little bigger. To here. So I scaled everything so there's a certain resolution. So you see if I make like a tiny, see if I make a tiny brush like that, it doesn't precisely fill in where the brush shows in the preview because it's like just because of the resolution that I set up my stage here, it's automatically optimizing at a certain amount. I did that to make sure I didn't get too detailed anywhere. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build this thing at a larger scale than it should be and then shrink it down after I export it. Yeah, so let's build something here that is gray. That is about yay detailed. That's probably too detailed. How about yay detailed? Yeah. Something like that. And then the bars. So that would be like this. I want to do a little snap in here. Yeah. Okay. Let me erase this here. Then I'll spawn it back in like that. Let me undo this actually. New plan. Let's erase this one too because I need to recreate the base there to be the way that I want it. Erase, erase, and then snap. Like so and so. Okay, now let's make it interesting with some of the glow perhaps. Or, aha, how about something like this? Okay, and then that's going to be shrunken down, and then it could have some neon on it, and it could have images on that part. These parts wouldn't have images on it. Those parts are going to be the glowing part. So all the glowing stuff, that stuff I put on its own layer. This thing I'm going to put on its own layer because I'm going to export it differently. Let me give it a base on the bottom here real quick. Good. Now when I put them side by side, I'll only want one pillar. Well, I could work with this. Okay, let's add some neon, what will be neon to this by going to a new layer and making a thin little thing. Not what I want, but I think I'll take it. Why not? Okay, I gotta hold my hands real steady as I do this. Oh, well, that's not good. I want to be a stamp. That's going to be a neon. And that's going to be a neon. That's going to be an image. And then on the poles, I could put more neon, but I think we might be good on the neon. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. So that's going to be shrunken down. That's going to be the barricade there, there, there. But then we want another barricade that is not as see-through, perhaps. Okay, so here's what I mean. Wait, there's two different layers. Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay, let me make these things the right color. They're the wrong color. Paint tool. For neons, I'm representing them as blue. Okay, shrink those down, there. So as little placeholders to remind me where the barricades will be, move this little guy back because I'm gonna put some more stuff on his layer. Well, my camera's still working. Awesome. I was afraid it wasn't going to work. We're good. In a minute, I'm going to export this back out to Play Canvas. At that time, I'm going to be coming out of VR to import it into the Somnium Web Worlds SDK and then position it in the world and all that. So at that time, I will check the chat. Sorry if I'm falling behind on the chat there. So as a placeholder of where this thing will be, I'm going to make like a bounding box like this, and check this out. I just had a pretty good idea. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. I'm going to make bounding boxes their own layer, so I could export it and actually use it as its own collision mesh in the Web Worlds SDK. And it also reminds me where to position these things. Cool, okay, so this thing goes at about this height. And it goes here. No, it goes here. And then eventually there's one over here. And over here. There will be one over there too. How can I change the snap degree? I don't know. Well, that solves that. Okay, so this model here, this barricade is going to be there, but it'll be instanced. Now, we need some more interesting stuff happening in the crowd here. We need speakers galore. People are going to be standing on the stage, but there could be a web tab thing here. People are responding in here. So I think I'm going to make a model of a speaker. And very much like this thing, I'm going to make it big. Okay, so let's select that. Oh, they're fine. New. What resolution do we need in our speaker? Let's make it pretty big and then we can shrink it down. big? Yeah, the little ones around it? Yeah. Okay, this is going to be a future speaker too. Let's plop it down right over here. Yeah, we'll just model it right here. Before I drop it down, yeah, that's good. Okay, so then we're going to cut a little bit out of it like this. And then I need to be thinking of the layers and the textures here. This thing should probably be a different layer. I don't know. It'd be good in that layer, but I wouldn't be able to change the texture easily unless I was painting. So this should be different. Okay, let's make a new layer. This one will make a darker color. Cool, alright. Now we need some neon on this thing. So let's make a new layer for neon cubes that will be attached to this model, and we'll represent them as blue. And then that was too close. Okay, I got to go back and make every single one thinner. I think I do want the 3 lines, but it can't be that thick. Cool. And then, do I need any more neon? I might. I just may. Okay. So then I could make several clones of that speaker. I'm going to want to paint this speaker though. Let's do some of that. We're going to paint the base of this speaker. Actually, I'll wait and save the painting until a little bit later. I need to export this pretty soon to test some stuff out. But let's make another model here. How tangled up am I? We're looking good. Okay. Almost ready to jump in there and catch up on chat and import this into the SDK. That's okay. We're stylized. We could look like that and still be a speaker. Now, how about some more stuff? We got this thing going on. I'll have to paint that up. That would be cool. Speakers. Like, we need more screens. We need bleachers. What would I put in the bleachers? A whole bunch of little stick people? I don't know about the bleachers. How about cliffs surrounding the thing? That would be a lot of vertices. Okay, but what if we are in the desert and we got cliffs around us? Cliffs. Dirtying up the bottom of our things a little bit. I'm just imagining how I'm going to be painting this. No, I don't want to commit to cliffs yet. So if I'm down here and I'm standing in front of the stage in this world. Speakers all around. I need like something cool over there and something cool over there. That would make me happy. So what can I imagine here? There's speakers stacked up there and then there's a ridiculous structure that goes over the whole thing. Yeah. Let's do some ridiculous structure. Actually, let's not get so ridiculous straight out the bat. Let's make a couple more props, such as a stage thing. Yeah, that's the technical name for it. You'll quickly see what I mean, though, as soon as I start tapping away here. Try to get fancy with the tools that I'm using here. Cool. That's not too ridiculously high polyed or high detailed. Actually, it's quite low detailed. And I actually built it at scale there. Probably shouldn't have. I probably should have made it a little more detailed than that. But do I need any more detail on this? Nah, I don't want to. I could add more, but I don't want to. Well, unless like something like that would look cool, which it might. Yeah, something like this could look really cool if I do this and that and that. Then, oops. Okay, and then I could put neon in there. I could do the same up here. Okay. And then I throw the neon in there, and then I have my prop, and I'm good to go. So let's do that. New layer. This is going to be the neon. So I'll represent it as blue. It'll be the neon for this model here. Nope. Gonna have to do this just right. Almost. That'll do. Now up here. Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna have those trusses holding up some cool stuff. Okay, now the cool stuff I still need, and it needs to be something that carries all the way over. So I'm going to want to get pretty fancy with the stuff that I do here. In fact, I'll probably want a mirrored symmetry. Why is the mirrored symmetry here instead of there? I wonder. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's try this again. Let's turn that off. And if we were right here, we want mirrored. Actually, let's snap to the middle and be like, hey, this is where we want mirrored. And it still goes over there. What do you know, Joe? Let's try something else. I'll put this right here in the middle. And I'll say new layer and mirror that. There we go. All right. Now I could do things like this. And it gets mirrored on both sides. That was a little weird. It was like dominoes, wasn't it? Why was that? I wonder. Oh, because I had good snap on. Okay, so something like that, but cool. That's what I need to go for right here. Hey, that's looking pretty good. I gotta make sure that it gets smooth. I guess I'll have to spray smooth it after I make it. It's okay. Let's do it again. Not quite. I know what I'm doing here. Okay, I gotta move slower to make sure this thing's getting to the resolution that I want. And though I will smooth it. How's this gonna look when I smooth it, I wonder? Probably pretty good. Not the best. Maybe I should import a giant model to put over there. Yeah, let's not get hung up on what goes over there. In fact, let's just skip to a test phase here, since that was kind of a bust, this whole idea. Didn't work out. So let me jump out of VR, save and export this thing into the Somnium Web Worlds SDK, position the things around, make sure I'm able to do that as I expect. Yeah, okay. Let's just take off VR. Hello, everybody. I'm back in whatever reality we are in right now. In this reality, we use chairs. Okay, I'm going to jump into the chat real quick. Chill Money, what's up? All right, so let's export this thing. File, export. We're going to export it as an FBX with triangles around. Okay, in total, we'll export it with triangles around 200,000. See how that looks. Yeah, export layers, export. Actually, cancel. We can export individual layers, can't we? Selection. We can export one layer at a time. Well, I'll do it all together right now and see how that works. We'll go from there. This is take2.fbx. Yeah, sure. I already have this opened up here. Let's delete some of these things. I'll just hide this. Yeah. And we're going to drag and drop the FBX I just exported into the asset panel here. And wait as it uploads. This might affect my internet for a bit. How am I doing on time, by the way? I'm only 40 minutes into it. Great. Template into here. Okay, and now scale it up. Looking pretty decent. Let's get the textures on here. Specifically, there was a texture. I'm just going to create a new texture and apply it. So I want a material that has that uses vertex colors. Easy peasy. We'll call this take2 vertex material, and I'm going to say to use the diffuse vertex color, and then I'm going to apply it to stuff like this material. There, actually I'm going to apply it to all of the geometry nodes for now, and then I'll change some of them. Cool, now it's looking pretty similar to what we had in the other place, right? But let's go and make this a good shiny thing. I don't know, put a clear coat on it perhaps? No, we don't want a clear coat. What we want is some specular glossiness. Sure. Okay. I think it's all size too big still based on that human thing. Now the instancing that I was talking about, or two things actually. Okay, I need to make a new material that glows the color. So let's duplicate this material, and we'll call it take2 vertex material, vertex glow material. And we'll say for emissive, ambient is what it's called. We'll say use vertex color. And that should make those full bright. Yeah, for the things that they're assigned to. Yeah, so I need to assign it to them. Like that. Oh, I was putting it in the wrong slot. Wrong slot. Let's put it into emissive, like I said in the first place. I don't know why I just went to the other one. Emissive vertex color. Using this. Wait a second. That's a UV channel. Aha, there it is. All right, now we're glowing. We could be glowing more. No, wait, this is just the wrong material over here. Yeah, now we are glowing. Okay. Why are those on the same? Why are those on the same layer? That's not good. Okay, so these two things, these look good. These two instance nodes, huh? Okay, copy those and paste the new thing here. And paste those two things in here. That'll give us something like this. Let's just break these things out of there. Now I got one of these things by themselves. I can shrink it down like this. Okay, these things shouldn't be the same mesh, so I gotta re-export this. Be able to move that around. Other than that, things are looking good. I'm able to paint everything. Actually, let me click test. Do I have spawn points in here? Do I have a floor? I have a floor. Well, let's see what happens if I test. I should be able to walk around as the little blue guy. Okay, I fell into the floor. That's not a very good estimate. Okay, the rails are too big and the stage is too big. Everything's too big. Okay, size it down some. That's a little better. It could probably get even smaller. Oh yeah, okay, I can dig it. I am gonna have to re-export though. Okay, let's re-export so I can start instancing that thing out. And the other stuff that I'll be doing in this session is... This is a pretty good scale for things. I need to have something over there. I gotta have something over there. I gotta figure that out. And over there. And but that's going to be off in the non-walkable area. What am I going to have in the walkable area here? I also need to figure out, because I don't want it to be boring in here. How about I make some more props? We got that prop. That's a cool prop. What's another prop? I got a speaker prop. How about a... I still want to make bleachers. Let's make some bleachers. I'm going to make bleachers. And also... lighting rigs. Let's make some lighting rigs. Right? I don't know about the lighting rigs. Oh, and we can make cool design stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking good so far. I need to focus on making the ground interesting, making over there and there interesting, re-exporting some technical stuff about the layers that these things were on, and worry about spawn. I will get most of that done today once I jump back into VR. Then when I import it back into the when I import the updated version back into the editor here, it's going to try to reapply all the changes I did. We'll see how good it does at that. But I might need to redo some of the things I did, like scaling the little barricades down. And I got to think about painting. I think I'll do a little painting too, because I don't want the speakers to be white, do I? Well, what color is the ground going to be? I'm not sure. I don't think I want the speakers to be white. The stage I might want to be white. Okay, I'll figure out the colors later also. Jumping back into VR. Come with me, y'all. I wonder what the face filter looks like when I put the mask on. Probably not right. Oh, I don't think I've saved this in a while. I'll be sure to save it once I jump back in here. So let's go again. Let's do another 1 hour session here and get this thing closer to where it needs to be. . Okay. Symmetry. I don't really need it because I could just clone the thing. Can I mirror it? I might not be able to mirror it. Maybe I do need symmetry. No, I could just flip it if I needed to. So I don't really need symmetry for here. The barricades, yeah, let's do some cleanup here. This. Goodbye. This needs to be separate from that. So to make that happen, I need to select this. I need to I gotta duplicate this thing. I want to duplicate it in place. Is it not gonna let me duplicate it in place? You too good for your home? Okay, I tried to do it the easy way. I tried, but now I'm gonna do it the hard way. There. Are you happy now? Jeez. I got a new layer now. This one will also be blue. Now to do this part all over again. Whoops! Let's try that again, but with single stamps. Okay, and then I also put some balls right here. Okay, now we got that glow stuff on its own layer. I did want to make some bleachers. Maybe that's what will be over here. Are they going to be grandstands or just? I think it's just bleachers. And I might want to put them in here for decoration. So we're going to make a new layer. And we're going to start with some of this stuff. I'm going to make it at this orientation, then rotate it to the other orientation later. And I'll do it here. They'll probably make it larger scale than it should be, and then shrink it down. Okay, so I have some bleachers here and here probably. I need to start getting the layout of the floor down and some of the art that I wanted to do over here. Maybe a full-on sculpture. Let me see here. I could sculpt some words. Actually, let's concentrate on the arena here. Do I want these all to be the same color? Yeah, because I'll paint them. Oh. Whoa, watch out there, TV. What are you doing? Okay. Another neon here. Okay. Now we need some barriers holding us in. How cool can I make these barriers is the next challenge. Okay, that's pretty cool. I probably made those at the wrong places, though. Yeah, we need not those right now. Maybe I'll do something like that later. But we need rails keeping us in. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's going to be the barrier around most of this. And then over here, I'll put those statues. So let's make some more of those statue things that I had clipped out here. And then that should be what we need to throw everything together. I don't need this big blue surface because I could just make that in the play canvas editor. So I'll get rid of that. Actually, I'll bring that back for now and delete that last. Just because it's good reference for me. Now, there's the speaker real good there. The plan now. Oh, and I still wanted this structure. Let's see if I can do something with this structure. Okay, so I think that I'm good to export this and take it over the finish line. Let me delete this thing, and then I think that I'm good. Oh no, there's painting still. There's painting still. Let me save this. How is painting gonna work here? Let's see. Okay. I think I'm going to do the same kind of thing to the speaker. And I probably want to do the same kind of thing to the world out there, too. painting away here. Not giving too much commentary. This is not really too technical what I'm doing, you know? Some little paint over here, then I'm going to add some color to it, put a nice foundation onto it. I'm not like this kind of artist of mixing colors and that kind of stuff, but I am certainly doing some of that right now. Let's now give some other color to these things, such as some blue. And then last, I just need to get some green on these things, and I'll be happy. Okay, I think I'm ready to export this thing again. I don't know about painting that stage. You know, I could give it this kind of paint job. I'm going to go ahead and export this and see how this turned out. And if this turns out good, I'm going to come back and paint the stage the same way. Okay, save. 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 Listen to me here, buddy. Here we go. Save. Okay. All right, I'm all untangled now. Okay, we're gonna file export this thing. Take2.fbx. This one is 800,000 polygons, but that's probably too much. I'll probably have to export it again with fewer polygons later. But right now, I just want to get it in and see how my paint job did and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go to asset tasks and tell it don't create a new FBX. Don't create a new folder for this FBX I'm about to upload. Here's what the FBX looks like if you double click on it. It doesn't show the colors here. This is the wrong FBX. Dang. It's probably still working to export. Maybe it's done now. Yeah. Here's the right FBX. Cool. Okay. 8 megabytes. That's pretty big. Okay, we're going to upload it here and see how it handles it. It might put a whole bunch of different instances of this into my scene at the same time. It might. I think it did. That's okay. All right. Not too bad. Let's launch into here and check it out. I gotta adjust the scale. Or the elevation at least. Those look pretty cool. They do. Okay, now I gotta instance all the stuff and apply those materials and things like I did last time. It's weird. It looks like I'm missing some stuff. Yeah, it hid some things in its attempt to be intelligent. Let's delete that and try it again. I'm going to apply my material to everything. And then make this one use the glowing one. Cool. Same with this one. Cool, I think that's all the glow that I wanted. All right, looking good. All right. Yeah. I'm about over time here. I'll have to conclude this next time. I think conclude is correct. Let me get a little bit more in here to take this screenshot. I'm over time already. But I think it's okay. Nobody's come pounding on the studio door like, hey, your time's up. It's my time now. So let's hope I can finish this up before anybody else needs to stream. Hey, okay, we are boxed in. I haven't actually added collisions to anything, but we are boxed in. That's a start. And when there's images on the left, on the right, and on the top, it's going to look pretty nice and full, maybe too full. This is not bad. Now it's weird, I'll give you that, but it's massive improvement over the last thing here. Until I get actual images in there, it's going to look weird, too weird. So I need to do that within the next 3 minutes. Is anybody messaging me? I think that I'm good. Placeholder image. What happens if I just search for placeholder image? Okay, I'm going to drag and drop that placeholder image in here, then I'm going to assign it to a new material called placeholder, and then that material is going to be used on a few things that I put into the world. On the plane. one more placeholder image, and then that's going to be it for the day. Okay, let me check something. Yes. Okay, so here's the old version, which is weird. A lot weirder, especially that paint job than what I have now. So I'm going to replace this with the new version. And I'm happy to see that the lighting bug was fixed, because when I uploaded this, it had a lighting bug. It was too bright, but that's been fixed. Okay, I'm not going to bind it to the parcel today, but I will be binding it to the parcel and after the next session. The next session I should be finishing this up, which will be adding collisions, adding an animation, or adding a skybox that's fitting, a colorful skybox, adding something cool in the backdrop of the stage there, making sure that the collisions are set up such that people can get up onto the stage and do their thing, and putting a web tab somewhere on here, like maybe up here or over there, probably with the Somnium Twitch channel, which you may be watching right now if you're watching this on Twitch. And then this will be pretty close to done. Awesome, and it was so fun. VR sculpting it and then instancing it was nice too. Like this, how I made an individual, like I made one bleacher and then I cloned it to be two bleachers. I made one barricade and then cloned it to be many barricades. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and I'll most likely be wrapping up this VR sculpture build on Friday. No, today's Friday. On Monday. Okay, everybody. Peace.